Welcome back to another episode of the Salford RTG Career Mode here on FC25. And now for the first 5 or 6 minutes here, it is a bit of a voiceover here because I honestly just wanted to play a little bit of the game and I couldn't necessarily voice myself and record properly. So yeah, you can see here I'm kind of looking at the squad. We're still in the transfer window. I'm looking at the squad, seeing what we need. Realize we only have one goalkeeper, and if Santos is to leave in this transfer window, we would have no backup. So we went ahead and tried to get a backup in Matt Young. He's 21 years old over at Torino, 73 overall. Only 2 ratings worse than the current Santos at the moment. So if Santos were to leave, then we at least have a decent backup. And if Santos doesn't leave, we have a very good backup in that spot as well. He did want crucial, I believe. We tried to give him important, but he wanted crucial. Yeah, so he just wasn't having it. He wanted crucial, so he will get crucial. If anything, if I had to go change it, I will, and I know I won't have to go change it. Y'all see why in a couple of moments. We did play our first Premier League game of the season. I know this is probably the biggest reason. I kind of sat here for 30 minutes deciding whether or not if I actually wanted to play the first game of the season on camera, but technically off camera. Here's Matt Young just coming into the squad. We had the first game of the season that we would play against Wolves. Obviously, we quick simmed the first 2 games of the season. Well, we simmed the first 2 games of the season against Man City. We lost that one as expected, and honestly, we almost got a point out of that game, which was absurd in itself. And then we lost against Newcastle, and now our first proper game of the season where we can try and see how our players look coming up into a division unexpectedly. Remember, I did not expect to get promoted up to the Premier League this soon. I thought we for sure were going to have at least 2 seasons bare minimum in the championship, but that didn't happen. And here we are coming up now here against Wolves. You can see there Antonio Silva, Harvey Barnes was in the part of the lineup as well. So it's not like it's a very weak lineup for Wolves. It's actually a very strong lineup. I forgot I also didn't have game sound on because I had that muted on my Streamlabs, so there's no game sound for this first couple of minutes, so it is just me and my mouth. But here you can see here we started Adu Ajay, the backup striker. He's going to go ahead and get an early chance here where Bianchi saves it. It's Santiago Cuevas. He gets tackled after winning the ball back, and Wolves are going to go down to 10 men relatively early here in the game here. It is going to be Antonio Silva to pick up the yellow card. So as I say, he's a danger. He's no longer a danger because he lasted about 10 minutes. And yeah, so the corner comes in here a couple of minutes later. It's not the best of the corner. It's not the best of the clearance. It'll fall to Cuevas, into Gordon, back to Cuevas, over the top for Adu. And Adu, a touch, a shot, a goal, and we take the lead right before the break here against Wolves. We have the first lead. Is it the first lead? No, we do have the first lead here against a Premier League side. Adu Ajay, who gets to start in today's game, finds the back of net. Nuri Sahin is absolutely ecstatic, and then comes in the second half, 77 minutes, and it was boring before this. It was honestly nothing was going on at all. Xerxes go ahead and takes the lead. He goes ahead and draws level to make it 1-1 with roughly 10 to 15 minutes left to go in the game here. And then Sacco's going to go ahead and carry down the byline. He's going to get taken out by Varela, and Wolves are going to be down to 9 men. It's another red card for the Wolverhampton Wanderers. This is going to lead to their fate essentially, as Aaron Hickey, it's not even it's Aaron Hickey who go ahead and score, gets a red card. We're going to score off for this free kick essentially. The shot directly comes off the post. Bianchi tries to clear it. They get it cleared. Revan gets the ball after a poor pass. Vanderlyn, who comes on, finds the flagger, who's now on for Cuevas. He finds Gordon into free real estate. And Wolves, 9-man Wolves, are going to pay that punishment for that late red card. And Salford are going to pick up their first 3 points of their Premier League campaign here. And it's going to come against a 9-man Wolves. So who cares? But here is where it gets sad. Alex Santos, we get a transfer offer for him. All the transfer offers we've been getting for Alex Santos, they have been breaking down as of late. I'm looking here to see if they have any good players, maybe even a goalkeeper. I did think about go ahead and swapping Radonati there, 74 overall, but again, Matt Young is good enough to be our #1 goalkeeper, and he will more likely will be our #1 goalkeeper. I'm still looking to try and find maybe a 73 or 75, somewhere close to there, that we can just try and maybe maybe steal from Real Betis. We end up not finding anything, so I don't want to go too high. I think the board said around 25 million. I didn't want to risk it. We go to 21. I believe they go down to 19, and then I believe I go back up to just 20 flat, or maybe even 22. No, I go up more. I go up to 22. So they didn't want 21, but they can accept 22. And Santos, quite literally, there's about a 2-second gap in between, maybe even 5-second gap in between me simulating and Alex Santos leaving. He wanted out of this club so badly, he sprinted out the front doors. And Alex Santos, it's another goalkeeper, it's another highest overall player gone in our squad. Alex Santos, we say goodbye to you. The season and a half that you had here, 2 seasons you had here at the club, replacing Zaholo, was absolutely brilliant. And Matt Young, you're now our new #1 goalkeeper, and your career starts with a 4-1 demolishing against Manchester United. Can't really put it on too much in here. And then in the Carabao Cup here, we go ahead and take on Brighton. I don't necessarily care about the Carabao Cup. We go down 1-0. We go down 2-0. We end up losing 2-0 in there. We then go ahead and take on Leeds United in our next game of the Premier League, trying to get back to possibly winning ways here. Again, Leeds United, not the strongest team, but definitely not the easiest team here. Here's Sacco over the top for High, and High is going to volley it into the back of the net, and Salford are going to take the lead, but that won't last long as Sorensen gets past Rump's tackle, finds the back of the net. Matt Young concedes another goal, and then last kick of the game. Here comes Cabral. Rump, who's on a yellow card. I can't slide tackle with him. Possibly I probably should have, and that's going to be that. Yeah, let's go and jump into now where we currently are and play a couple more games. And so it leads us to here, where we now have AFC Bournemouth in our next game of the Premier League. We are not doing good at the moment. We sit 18th in there. Bournemouth sit 15th. Well, not as bad as Nottingham Forest, though, who are winless in their first 6. We at least have a win against Wolves, which was a miracle in itself. So let's go and jump to this game here against Bournemouth at home with Sacco, Tovidi, Gordon, DeFleischer, Loney, Collier, Bernal, Reverend, Hump, Apodal, Storm, and Young. Here we go. Let's see if we can get another win under the boards. Just want some points, to be completely honest, because we have Chelsea up next in there. We are going to have a stretch where we are going to have non-6 clubs because we played a couple of them, and a majority of them, we played Man City, Man United, Tottenham. We played Chelsea next, so we really only have Liverpool and Arsenal left to go. So we can start to get points hopefully sooner rather than later and not be in a relegation fight. Because if a relegation fight comes, especially in late January, we might be forced to sell some of our better players if they want to be sold. And then obviously if we are to get relegated, a lot of players are going to be want out of the doors, and then we're kind of back to square one. Korea now into Gordon. Oh, and Gordon had to pass out wide to Sacco. Fran Beltran, Rump trying to tackle. Did he commit the penalty? He did. And Rump will pick up a yellow card. He will go ahead and concede a penalty here for, oh, it's a crunching tackle. Apodal, our other center back, is playing against his former cycle as well. Former club. And a chance for them, it's Unau to possibly take the lead. Everybody's been going left lately, so we just dive left. Storm into Gordon. Gordon now into DeFleischer. And Fleischer now on the ball. Out wide for Gordon. Gordon. Tovide. Sacco from outside the box! And Sacco will take the lead for Bournemouth. For Bournemouth. He's definitely not for Bournemouth. For Salford. Bournemouth might feel hard done by not scoring that penalty. And now going down behind 1-0. But vamos. Gordon. DeFleischer. Sacco. Samson Tovide. Save. Sacco rebound. Keeper could have saved it. He did it. And Salford will have a 2-0 lead. Fran Beltran. Enes Unal. Young with the save. Young has some massive shoes to fill, because Santos is the only reason we got promoted up to the Premier League last season. Santos and Martin. So Samson Tovide and Young both have some massive shoes to fill, and Young is doing a good job, at least at the moment. They're making a sub here in the first half. Enes Unal is coming off for Kanate. The header is away. Christie, Tavernier. They will cut the lead in half before the break, though. 2-1. It's Alinga. 2-2. And they go ahead and draw a level. I thought he was offside, to be completely honest. Surprised he wasn't offside. It's 2-2. Was he not offside? Where's Alinga? Number 10. No, he's not number 17. He's not offside. Wow. It's 2-2, just like that. A whole bunch of changes to Fleischer, Sacco, and Tovidi coming off of Corbis, Gasparoni, and Adu Ajay in for the last 20 or so minutes. Oh, we have the new balls in the Premier League. I didn't realize the new balls are in. It's great work. Gordon into Ajay. Back in for Gordon. That's a great little through ball. And Gordon now to take the lead back for Salford. It is Gordon to take the lead. 3-2. Koye. Adai. Adu Ajay to seal the deal, and Salford will pick up their second win of the season. It will be here against AFC Bournemouth. 6 points on the board for the Salford City boys. Vamos! Collier, Chambers to really just seal it in. It's Reverend. It's well over the bar. That's an awful head by Reverend. It's full time. Salford 4, Bournemouth 2. And here comes the obviously loss against Chelsea, another Big Six side. Bernal getting a red card. Valverde and Miguel scoring to make it 2-0 for Chelsea. We're going to go ahead and simulate through this game here against West Ham. We have Nottingham Forest and Brentford up first, and that's a 6-pointer and a half right here. And so we are going to simulate against West Ham. They're technically 14th in the league. They're only a couple positions above us. We're 16th. We're losing 1-0 already. They are down to 10 men here. Mingueza pick up a red card. We cannot equalize off of the free kick at the edge of the box. But maybe right here, it's Sacco. It's a shot. It's a great save by the keeper. Minta makes it 2-0 for West Ham. It's going to be another defeat for the Salford boys. It's Nottingham Forest versus Salford, the blow it up bowl here, where we have both have, well, I have 2 wins, they have 1 win. They finally pick up a win in there. We are technically out of the relegation fight. Well, not out of the fight, but out of the relegation zone at the moment. Couple changes in today's game. Chambers starts at center back instead of Rumpf, and I believe that's actually the only other change in there. So yeah, that is the only other change. It is just one change. It is Koye who has the captain's armband, and Koye running through the entirety of the midfield. Oh. Sacco, is tossing, turning, spinning, grooving. Salford 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Sacco, down the left-hand side. Sacco, Tovide, 2-0 for Salford. Dominguez, crossed in, back post. Hojek, it's shot blocked, it's shot cleared, it's halftime 2-0 up. A chance then for the respective man. That's a good pass. And a Grugra, and Hojek makes it 2-1. I just butchered everyone's name there. Corner comes in. Corner comes in. It's dealt with initially. It's a dinger at the top of the box. So referee, blow your whistle. It's Toffolo. It's out for another corner, but the game will not allow that to play out. It is Salford 2, Nottingham Forest 1. A third win in the books for the boys here. Are we going to survive relegation? We're going to go ahead and end the episode here in 15th. 3 wins in our first 10 games is absolutely absurd. We will absolutely take it. And honestly, it's perfectly fine as well. We sit outside the relegation zone at the moment. Our next 5 games is Brentford, Burnley, Arsenal, Fulham, and Liverpool. So 2 of the last big 6 in the first time of rotation in the first half of the season. We'll go on in next episode next month and obviously into December. December, as a busy month, doesn't look too bad. We have a couple good winnable games there. January looks like a write-off in itself, to be completely honest. January is a write-off in itself. February will be good. March will be good. April will hopefully be good. How do we end? Oh, we end the season against Liverpool. We might have to. We end the season in Merseyside. We might have to play Liverpool at the end of the season to hopefully survive relegation. We are currently above relegation by 4 points, so we'll take that at the moment. Who's top of the spot right now? Is it going to go ahead and be Manchester City, or is it going to be someone else? It's Liverpool with Brighton in 3rd, Fulham in 4th. So Fulham is in 4th, and we play them next episode. All right, well. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.